Hey y'all, it's Christmas 2021 and I feel so horrible. I look a little pale too, but I'm not sick or nothing. But I want to do a little fix me up because I relaxed my hair last night, so that's done. I want to put a ponytail in my hair. I haven't did that in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first show you the things that I'm going to be using today to get my day started or my style started. But yesterday I decided, okay, I know you're feeling, this whole month I've been feeling a pickle. I can also pull a story time out of this for you all. First I want to show you all what I'm using. This here is a, I don't know what inch, but it's a 1B, 30 inch Italian curl. 1B, I think it's cute. For some reason, well, 1B, okay? Then I have my Barbie pins. I have some glue for my nails. I got some nails on, y'all. And these will be the nails that I will be applying. I had these for so long, and I'm just now deciding to put. Actually, there was another. Well, I'll put these on since I pulled these out. And then I have some Eco Gel. And I have the 3-in-1 moisturizing mousse. And I have a small brush. I didn't know that was navy blue. I got 3 of these combs and if I want to do some little baby hair stuff. Also from Ipsy, I treat my skin because like right in here it's very dry and it can get very rough. I'm wearing those masks. It irritates my face like to the point of like it's just dry skin, and then I rub and it just gets really bad. So these I got from Ipsy. They are refreshments, cleansing facial wipes, and they make my skin feel a little better, lots better. I also had this hand cream, but I'm not gonna use no hand cream. We're gonna use this to go over my face. I use on my face, what did I use? I use the, what's it called? And this chips. It's the African soap, the black soap. I also use Dove on my face, and it helps the moisturization of my skin a lot too. So basically, I try to use whatever I can without putting some. I'm not wearing any makeup. I won't put any makeup on. But I will use this to comb these eyebrows down because these eyebrows are kind of weird looking. Real weird looking. So then, that's not all. I have my favorite magnetic lashes. And these here, Wispy, it's number 5. If y'all haven't got magnetic lashes, y'all missing out. But that's what I'm gonna do. And here's the liner for that. Eyeliner for the bottom. And this is a lip gloss I got from Ipsy. It's called Basic Broody Lip Gloss in the color of Literally. So it's gonna be like a nude, I guess. So we're gonna keep that out. So I keep all my stuff in my little Ipsy bag. These bags come in handy, y'all. I haven't did a ponytail in so long, y'all, so I'm so tender-headed too. So I don't know if I'm going to just put some mousse on it or the Eco Gel, because I don't know. I don't want it. I don't know if the Eco Gel flakes up. How would I make a ponytail without these, y'all? My ponytail holders. The elastic scrunchy ponytail holders. So let's get started. I don't know if I should even put my eyelashes on first. Because I'm going back to lay down. I'm just going to lay down. I'm going to have to tie my hair up. I'm going to do my hair. I'm going to tie my hair up. And I'm going to lay down. But I promised y'all a story time. Crap. And I don't know which story time to get y'all. Well, let's get started. I guess I'll tell you the story time. Alright, I'm gonna do a story time on how I'm not in the Christmas spirit like I should be. I have kids, but I'm not in the Christmas spirit. I can tell you a few things, reasons why I'm not in the Christmas spirit. For one, this is the first Christmas without my mom being here. I should have got my scissors. And it's very hard to deal with. It's like I don't want to deal with today. I just want to stay in the bed. Actually, I go around my hair like this. I don't care. Really. So, I lost my mom. I lost my grandparents. Today is my granddad's, would have been my granddad's birthday. I lost my grandmother like 6 years, 2 days ago. That makes sense. And then I lost my mom at the end of February. Like 2 weeks or so after my birthday. Nothing's been the same since. Like, everything has been crazy, emotional, and things of that nature. Now, being this is my channel, I feel I could talk about what I want to talk about and what bothers me. Some of you will ask, am I in a relationship? I guess. I'm in a situationship. I've been with this person for 11 years. And I have a lot of emotions going on. And you would think he's right here with me, but he's either gone or out in the car. He sits out in the car. He doesn't spend any time with me. So I don't even mention anything anymore about it. Like, it is what it is, you know. What did it this one say? As far as my relationship goes, he was there for me when he wasn't around when my granddad died, but he was around when my grandmother and my mom passed. it's like after my mom passed, that was like the hardest one. And I thought my grandma was the hardest one. But, I'm trying to see what I'm doing. But he was there. He was, a pallbearer and stuff like that. But it's like after I start feeling weird, like I never felt before. I have a problem dealing with my emotions and stuff like that and handling stuff. I suck at handling stuff. So by it being that way with me, I was very clingish. Maybe I never been clingy, but I was very clingy and stuff, and I needed or wanted to talk to him or just wanted him to be there and stuff. So he wasn't. He would be gone at 4:30 in the morning. So y'all know what that looked like. Put this over here. He wanted to celebrate Easter because Easter was right. She was buried in March of this year, and Easter was like the next month, I think. I got to get into these story times because I got lots to talk about. But he wanted to celebrate Easter. I had already said it, like, I'm not doing no holidays. That's it. I'm not doing no holidays. I'm not feeling no holidays. I put it out there Front Street. Don't ask me to cook nothing for the holidays. I mean, I don't even care if I ate the holidays. It was that bad with me. I was like, I don't feel like I got to mourn properly. And it was like I would mourn, even to this day, I would mourn a little at a time, like as if I feel that I shouldn't be mourning or something. I don't know. All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Thanksgiving, okay? Last year Thanksgiving, I was with my mom. She was still with us, and she was sick, so I was at her house. I didn't go to his family's house or anything like that. I went to her house and spent basically my last Thanksgiving with her. So he went to his sister's house. That's the only family he has here now. His mom and his dad, they don't live here anymore. They live out of town. So he knew the deal. He knew I was going to be at my mom's. So I'm like, I didn't feel it was a problem or whatever. So we used to do, when it was all of us, my grandma, my granddad, we used to do a thing called grab bag. You will pick names on Thanksgiving, and then for Christmas, we'll give everybody their gift, whoever name we pick. Now, I know everybody's not like us. And I don't want no baby hairs. That's dead. But we would do the grab bag. So we're doing the grab bag, and after so many people were leaving our lives, we stopped. But found out when he went to his sister's house, they were doing a grab bag. So found out. Now, like I said, I've been in this for 11 years. Found out I wasn't involved at all, okay? I felt a way about that, that I wasn't being involved. He had chose a name of his nephew's wife. So I was like, okay, this is really, I felt offended or something, So I voiced, my scalp is so tender. I voiced how I felt, and I still didn't get the reason why I wasn't involved. I just didn't get it. So Yeah, I just put a little eco gel on here because I don't want my hair flaking up. I don't know if that flakes or not. So yeah, it was a big thing, kind of like, dang, this is how they feel, whatever. So I kind of, yeah, my feelings were hurt. I'm not going to lie. I'm very emotional and sensitive, so that's just me. So my feelings were hurt, and I'm sitting here like, why wouldn't I be in it? I've been in here 11 years before the wife even came along. So I'm sitting here like, okay. It finally went away, my feelings and stuff. Like, still wrong, but whatever. So I had more things to think about. My mom was sick. I was scared of losing her and stuff like that. So, so got over that. So here comes this Thanksgiving. My mom wasn't around this Thanksgiving. So that was pretty tough to deal with for me. I can't speak for, I got 2 brothers. I can't speak for how they felt. I can only speak for how Nick felt. And again, I love my mom. Things weren't peachy, at all times, but I still love my mom, and I feel she tried to make things right with me. Before she died, I talked to her. She told me she loved me, and that meant so much to me. So I figured she was trying to get right with me at that point. So I just started crying when she told me that. But yeah. So this Thanksgiving comes. I didn't even think about it. I said I wasn't. I'm gonna come up out of this. I said I wasn't gonna do nothing for Thanksgiving. Period. I didn't want nothing to do with nothing. I'm very thankful every day that I breathe. My kids breathe. We're healthy. But I'm like, you all know I make glasses, I make gifts and stuff. So I had to drop an order off at the kid's dad's house for his sister. So I did that, grabbed my child up. We went to my baby brother's house for a minute. And my situationship person he was still at his sister's house. So we got back before anybody. My oldest, he didn't leave. So we got back. We were just chilling or whatever. Then he ended up coming. He had his nephew pick him up because he was going to be drinking. Smart move. Okay. So it wasn't until a few weeks ago I asked, like, what's all these Amazon packages coming here? And then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, did y'all do Secret Santa this year or whatever? And he was like, yeah. Come again? And I said, so I wasn't involved in this one either. And he's like, no. I said, okay, this is beyond BS now. Like, why can't you speak up for me? Why can't you involve me? Like, why can't you say anything? So I'm like, okay, something's bothering me. Like, don't let it go, don't let it go, don't let it go. I couldn't let it go for nothing, because I'm sitting here like, something's not right. And I know it's not. Someone sitting right for me. So he gets defensive, he's like, you don't mess with them, and you don't have them on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting here like, what? So that's a whole nother story as well. So I'll just break that off into another story. But I'm like, what does this have to do with me being involved in the family? You told me I'm in the family, and being with someone 11 years, you already figure you're in the family, period. 7 years in a lot of states, you're married, common law. So I'm like, Then he goes to another excuse. You don't have the money to pay do this, so how you gonna buy a gift? And you just all was like, I just figured you didn't mess with him, so I didn't say anything. Da 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 da. When did this happen? I said I didn't even say anything like that. Like, where'd you get that from? Like, what are you doing? Like, if you want me in it, just say that. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, y'all, finna start wrapping it around. I'm probably double it to make it quicker. So it became a big thing now because I'm like, my first thing was I don't want to argue. I'm already feeling down. This whole December had me feeling away. So I'm like, I don't want to argue with you or nothing. I'm just wondering, like, what's up with that? That's weird to me. Like, So the argument it ended up coming to argument because he's like, well, you're going to piss me off and you're going to make me mad. And, he goes like, everything was me. You sit there and took them off Facebook. Now, first off, this is a person that doesn't even mess with. Y'all excuse the hair under my arms. It's normal. I'm a human being. Okay? So, I gotta shave, y'all. So, excuse my animalism. But yeah, so I'm like, you don't even mess with Facebook like that. And me and his sister had already talked about everything, like why I don't have them on my page and stuff like that. He's the reason. He's the culprit of all of it, So we were cool with it. So what is your problem? I didn't know I had to tell you when I talked to someone, And with me, I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not confrontational, so I'd rather try to talk things out, be an adult about it. So that's what I thought I was doing. And we were fine, me and her were fine, And I thought, so I'm like, something kept bothering. He's like, I was having a nice day, here you come. Oh my God, here you come. With this BS. Like, why are you getting mad for? What are you mad about? So I was like confused. Like, what are you mad about? How are you mad if I'm telling you how I'm feeling about something I feel you should have had some say for me about? This is crazy, y'all. So I haven't done this in years. You hear me? So, I'm like, I hang up. I'm like, you will never have to worry about me bothering your day, messing your day up again. Click, hangs it up. And this went on for days. Like, I'm like, I'm not understanding. I said, so I'm going to call her myself. She's older. She's mature. I'm thinking, like, okay, this is big sister. I'm going to talk to her about it. I'm not trying to get no information or anything. I'm just like, my thing was just wondering, did I do anything to offend you all? The reason I wasn't involved or whatever? Let's talk about it. First, the phone went to voicemail. So in my book, I'm the black queen, y'all. So I know, like, did she have me blocked? So find out he ended up talking to her. He pretends he didn't see me in the living room. So I'm like, if you wanted me to talk, I was trying to talk to her. Why you didn't give me the phone? When I say weird, it got weirder. Like, too weird for me. It even got, like, he kept asking, you talk to her, you talk to her, you talk to her. And I'm like, no, I haven't. So I seen she had called that morning. And I called. That was ringing. The phone is ringing. So I'm like, okay. Maybe she did have me blocked. And he told her that I knew I was blocked or something. So by now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave her a message. Well, I left her a message before. I'm like, a text message. No, I told her she can call or text me. So I ended up texting her later. And I was like, I'm like, okay. I text her, I'm like, this is Nikki. I noticed that I wasn't in last year's Secret Santa. That's what they call it. So I'm like, I noticed I wasn't in the last year's Secret Santa. Basically, I was just wondering why. Was there a reason? And, I thought I offended someone. Because of what he's saying. And then I'm like, blood thicker than water with them. Like, nobody does nothing wrong, even when they do. Crap. I am on the outside. I am on the outside, for real. So, I was like, I let her know how I felt. I was like, well, he's saying, that I don't mess with y'all. I'm like, he's being messy. He's making it seem like y'all don't mess with me. I don't mess with y'all, whatever. It's like, well, I thought we had this conversation. And you can kind of tell a tone through a message. I can anyway. First off, don't capitalization me. Don't exclamation point me, because I'm like, I'm feeling it, and I'm like, she's like, I thought we had this conversation before. You haven't not done nothing to me. There's nobody, what she said, there's nobody included but my son's wife. There's no boyfriends and girlfriends involved and blah, blah. No better halves involved. So I'm like, what? Because he's the only one married. Yeah, her son's the only one married. So I'm like, okay, counting up what the people that I know about, nobody married but him. So I count up the people that I know that's in it, and I counted up 5 people. How do you exchange deals with 5 people? Don't it have to be an even number? So that's why I was at that. So I said, okay, well, I just wanted to know. Thank you for clearing that up. Happy face. I wasn't being sarcastic or anything. Because I was like, he's being messy, telling me this and that. I just wanted to find out what was the real deal. And I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. But I thought we were on a talking. We could do that. I thought. So I say maybe 2 hours later or so. Maybe. She texts me back and tells me, well, I don't know what you all are going through, but I don't want to be put in the middle of it, please. Now she's tripling the exclamation points. I'm like, okay, you and these exclamation points gotta give. Something gotta give. So she's like, I don't want to be involved, please. She said something else, but then she said something about all this over in a gift exchange. And I'm like, oh, what over a gift exchange? I just asked a question because I wanted to know. And I didn't think I couldn't ask a question. Like, the simplest question was that to me. Like, I'm like, Then she says, all this over gift exchange. To me, this is very messy. This is, I don't understand when this is very messy. And I'm tripping out like, wait, what? Very messy? You're calling me messy, honey? And I just told you your brother just set this whole stage of messiness. I was offended. I was offended because more so than before, because I'm like, hold up. Your brother's the one being messy. Your brother's the one started this. Your brother's the one got this going where I hate these pens. Your brother's the one that has it where I'm wondering, where do I stand? Because it's the second time and I'm not involved. And I was like, damn, they know me. But in his weird little way, it seems like y'all don't fuck with me, period. And in reality, that's what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not. I was offended on a few things. Offended on, you're lying to me, somebody's lying to me. I don't like to be lied to. Either he's lying or you're lying. Y'all didn't get y'all stories together because you didn't think I was gonna come to you with it. Boom. And it feels like you tried to read me. I don't care how old you are. You don't read me, honey. And I feel like when I respect you, you give me respect back. Period. That's just point blank, period. And I felt all them exclamation points. I'm getting on your nerves, honey. And when I responded, I was done with it. She had to get last word, I guess. They never have to deal with me ever. And I haven't even spoke to him about it because I haven't mentioned anything about it to him. We haven't been talking. He's like, he's been trying to stay out of my way. It feels like he's guilty. He know he wrong. He even apologized. So if you knew that it was just for y'all, basically, is what's being said, why are you going all talking about I don't like them and all that? Like, what was that about? What the fuck was that about? Excuse me. What was that about? If you knew the deal, like, you got me looking like a fool out here, and I don't like looking like no fool. I don't. And that's how I'm feeling like I'm looking. Because you knew the deal. You knew the deal already. Like, you know, I'm quite sure she contacted you. I'm wrapping this piece of hair around the ponytail. But I feel they had talked. He feels some type of way. He can't come to me with it. And he waiting on me to come to him with it. You know, and I feel like I'm not being nobody's messy. I came as a female. I came as an adult. No name calling, no none of that. No type of snack. No type of snacks at all. Like, for real, none. I'm gonna leave this like this. I'm not gonna do no moves right now. Maybe tomorrow or later. But this is cute. I like it. should have wear it to the side. I'm just a Boniqua. But yeah, I feel that was really whack. And I thought we had got closer after my mom passed. She came by here, you know. And she was saying how she was starting a little, trying to do, I think, shea butter or soap or something. And I was like, oh, I can help you with find different material and stuff from where I order my stuff from. I'm not that person where I'm not giving up my sources, you know. I'm not like that. And that's when I got her number, and I thought we were cool. I guess we weren't. I guess we weren't. But whatever. I'm good. Like, it just, and I think it was God showing me, because it was eating at me so bad, and I had these abilities, these feeling abilities. I have abilities. I think my fifth eye is open, and I want to make sure it's open all the way, but something was eating at me, like, and I think it was God telling me, you need to see these people for who they were, who they are. When people show you who they are, believe them. But yeah, I just feel like, and I see them for what they are. Leos, I haven't had good experience with Leos. Let's just say that. So I just be like, people just don't know. Like, I don't even know what to say. People just don't know. And it's like, people that haven't done nothing to you. I mean, I've heard these people talk about another family member right here at my crib. And it's like, if you talking about her, no, today they gonna talk about me like a dog, because they gonna do their little exchange today.
Yeah, they gonna do their little exchange today. I know they gonna talk about me like a motherfucking dog, but I don't care. I'm putting the magnetic liner on my lashes. My lash top. No, this ain't gonna work like that. I have to do it like this. But yes, stuff is crazy. People are weird. So I stay to myself. Long they can talk all they want, as long as I don't hear it, honey. Because I didn't say nothing back to that message she sent. It was too snazzy, and I know my mouth, and I'm not ashamed or afraid to use my mouth on nobody that is disrespectful toward me at all. I don't mind, like, I don't, but I already got my way of feeling, and I'm not gonna make nothing no worse for myself. Cause me cussing you out ain't nothing.
Cause all that's gonna happen if I show it to him, he ain't gonna see nothing wrong with it. He ain't gonna see nothing wrong with it. You know, this stuff on my hands. He ain't gonna see nothing wrong with it, child. Nothing. Whether it's exclamation points or not. He ain't gonna see nothing wrong with it. Oh. He want to act so green about everything. And he be playing that dumb role. That be peeing me off. Like, you know better. Like, because I know when somebody gets slick mouth with me. I don't be looking. I didn't expect her to do that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Nope, I did not expect her to get funk the fat on me. Not at all. Not at all. But it's all good though. I promise it is. It's all good though. Cause I would love to hear he take up for everything they do. And I would love to hear what he got to say this time. And I'm going to let him know. And I'll let her know. Don't talk to me, Greasy. If I didn't come to you, Greasy, don't talk to me, Greasy. And his ass got in because he was lying. There was something you were lying about. You know what I mean? You were lying. All the way lying, like for real. Wait a minute. Cause y'all stories was not adding up at all. And if you knew it was just for the family, you should have said that instead of doing. So you was just starting shit with me. I gotta start cussing, y'all. You started mess with me. I like this. It's neutral. It's real soft. And no, I'm not putting my teeth in. And if y'all waiting on me to put my teeth in, it ain't happening, Captain. It ain't happening today, baby. My gums are sore I have sore spots for nothing. And I don't like that. I like sore spots that hurt so bad. Yep. But people really, that's something else. That's why I stay to myself. And I watch who I'm around. So here's my finished look. I did not put this will be later on. I did not put my nails on. That'll be later. I'm not feeling, I'll probably do that in another minute or so. But I hope you enjoy my little story time. Anything you want to know about anything more in depth about certain situations that happen with that situation, feel free. And I do story times. I have story times on paranormal. I have story times on life stuff. I have story times on relationship stuff. I have story times, honey. And each time I don't have to be doing my hair or makeup. This is makeup for me. I don't wear makeup. This is it. This will be makeup for me. So I hope you all have a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If I have not did another video by the New Year, And be happy, be bright, be you, and don't let nobody change you. Bye.